Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to send all praises and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Akakadash Barak Tham. Okay, this is a Hebrew man, also known as Azar, and I was a brother who made that mistake of going through the synagogue and filming, which was something stupid that I did, and I wasn't circumspect about it. And I want to title this lesson "Be Wise," and also don't have a bitch spirit. Be wise and don't have a bitch spirit. Okay, and just to give y'all a little breakdown, y'all probably heard from one of my former camp brothers. What happened? I was driving a bus and I had Amalek on the back of the bus, and I was transporting him to a synagogue. Okay, and my flesh got in me and wanted to go in there, and I had to go use the bathroom. And when I used the restroom, I started recording. I walked out and just walked around the synagogue and just started filming stuff, and which was uncircumspect of me, and I should have been more. I should have been more circumspect. I wasn't, and I was selfish. I wasn't in the spirit when I did it. I thought I was doing something, good, but I was acting impulsively, and I shouldn't have done that. And now the judgment is I'm no longer affiliated with GMS Miami. Okay. And, it hurts because that was basically a support system for me. And I needed that. I need that support. And when judgment came down on me that I was no longer a member, like being kicked out, it hurt. It felt like my heart got ripped out my chest, man. And I'm gonna tell you like this, brother. I know I'm not an agent. No, I wasn't trying to inflict harm on anyone. I just, I first of all, I inflicted harm on myself. And also it rippled down to my camp, and now it's rippling across the other GMS camps. Okay, so and then the FBI, they had cameras in the synagogue, and they saw I was walking around filming, and I think a day later on my way to work, they called me and told me something happened to the guy I transported. And I said, nah, I already transported him in safely. So coming home from camp on Saturday, I got a text from my sister saying that the FBI was looking for me. When I read that, I was like, oh boy, here we go. And the one mistake that I made is I should have sought counsel about the situation, but I was, thinking, okay, I can handle this. I was in that, I can do it spirit. And, when you're in this truth, it's always wise to seek counsel. And I didn't seek counsel the way I was supposed to. But the main thing is I shouldn't have went and sent that synagogue and started filming. Okay, so I admit I fucked up. Okay, but, even though I fucked up, that's not going to keep me from, studying and reading and I'm asking, I'm praying. I'm really praying right now. And, but to get back to the story, so I met the FBI officers at my aunt's house, and they started asking me questions and stuff like that. And I'm gonna admit, yeah, I did bitch up. Okay, I did bitch up. I'm not going to, because you brothers know I bitched up. Okay, I bitched up. Okay, and now I know how Judas felt when he gave up Yahweh Shai. Okay, because the FBI agents kept questioning me. Now I'm gonna say this right here too. I did not denounce my faith. Okay, I did not denounce Yahweh Shai. I did not denounce his teachings. I didn't say Um, I didn't say that I don't know this man. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, I told them the name. They say do you worship Yahweh? I say no, I don't worship Yahweh. His name is Yahweh Shai. You know, and so they started asking me questions, and then they wanted to see the video, and yeah, I was, my hypertension took over. The hypertension spirit took over, and I was kind of like, what to do? What should I do? You know, and you know how Esau is, and I messed up. And to make a long story short, yeah, I showed them the video I placed in the group chat, but in the group chat they saw 4 other brothers' names there, and they asked me who they were, and I told them, I said, look, I don't want to get this information up. And I kept telling them, I don't want to give this information up. No. And then, and you know how Esau is, he likes to finesse, and I fell for it. Okay. I did fall for it. I'm not denying that I did fall for it. Okay. So I'm confessing my sin right now. I did fall for it. And, I gave them 4 of the brothers' numbers, but that's all they got from me. They didn't get anybody else's number, but, giving up just one is painful enough, and I don't know. Esau, the FBI agent said, "Oh well, you look like you didn't do anything wrong. You were just walking around." And he said something. My video was like boring, and I don't know. But yeah, man. So I was not wise, and plus I bitched up. Okay, I'm gonna get into some scriptures here. We're gonna go into it, get into some scriptures, and I'm basically gonna cut myself in this video. Okay, I'm gonna cut myself in this video. All right, and for some of you brothers who have just joined camps, and for some of you brothers who have that weak spirit, don't be like me. Okay, you see what I did. All right, you see what happened. All right, now, the chip has not came yet. Have not been enforced, but hey, it's questionable. You saw how my spirit got then. Just think about how my spirit's gonna be when they start enforcing that chip. Now, through the spirit, I believe I'm gonna be stronger because I was expecting Esau to come through my door, and get me. I was not expecting to go to him. Okay, all right, and through the spirit, and I speak as a man, okay? And, I invite some of your criticism, some of your wise counsel, and some of your wise rebukes and comments. I accept it openly, and I'm not going to reject it because I know I did what I did, and I've been judged for it. So any one of you brothers want to comment or leave a wise rebuke, I'm open to it. This is a learning experience for me. And, hey, man, it's taking a lot of courage, right? It's taking the spirit, courage, and the spirit of the Lord to do this video. But, through the spirit, I want to do it, because it feels good to talk about this and get it off my chest. And I was wrong. I was wrong. Okay. I was not wise, and I bitched up. Okay. And I'm telling you, I did it. Okay. I know eventually it comes from the Most High, how you act, how you move, but I'm confessing what I did. I'm confessing my sin. Okay. Let's go to 1 John 18:4-18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts off fear, because fear hath torment. He that feareth is not made perfect love. Okay, so that tells me I gotta examine myself, man. Okay, my mind was too much on the situation as opposed to on Yahweh Shai. Okay, yeah, I was shook. Okay, and my mind was not on how the Most High, Yahweh Shai, was gonna get me out of that situation. I was contemplating in my mind I don't know what these devils know. Okay, and that's talking about meeting those devils, at my aunt's house. Okay, all right. So my love for the Most High is gonna have to be stronger, man. Okay, because it's gonna become a point in time. I'm under the radar now. So Esau's got it in for me. He's gonna be the first one. I'm gonna be the first one probably in Florida that he comes to when an event, a staged up event takes place. Demonizing the Israelites, putting everybody in one umbrella. What's the word for it? What's that thing happened in 9/11? A catastrophe, terrorist attack, or whatever. There's another word for it, but when something happens and they blame it on when the government blames it on the so-called black Israelites, even though in GMS does not teach just black Hebrew Israelites. Salaki, I say we. The GMS doctrine is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And they teach about Israelite foreigners as well. Because we were scattered among the nations. But let's read this verse again. 1 John 4:18. There is no fear in love. Okay, so I have to work on that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I do have a little bit of hypertension. Sometimes I get hyper, but through the Spirit, there's no excuse for what I did, because I did put myself in that situation where I went inside that synagogue and started filming. But even though I did put myself in that situation, I should have been more in the love of Yahweh Shai. I should have had more faith in that love. I should have had, okay, all right, the Most High is going to tell me what to say. I got to be brave. I can't give this up no matter what they say. I can't give up information. And I bitched up. They saw the names on my messenger, and they asked me who they were, and I told them I didn't feel right giving them up, and I bitched up and gave them the 4 names. So I bitched up. Okay, I bitched up, and I say it again, I bitched up. Okay, now we can go to Romans. Okay, and Lord willing, I might make a part 2. I don't think I'm gonna keep this very long. Through the Spirit, I don't know. I might make a full video through the Spirit. We'll see. 12 and 17. Okay. Recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men. Okay. Was that the one I wanted? Let me see. I don't think that was the one I wanted. Let me go to all right, let me go to Matthew. Okay, Matthew 10 and 16. Okay, now this right here is what really stood out. And this is what this right here stood out. So let me just read it. Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay. And yeah, man, and me being a sheep, just I made an unwise decision to go in there and film and just walk around like a sheep, all happy and stuff like that, and which wasn't wise. In the midst of wolves, okay? Now, Amalek is a wolf. A wolf is always watching, okay? And what is one of Esau's devices? is his camera. Okay, his camera. And being that they had cameras in there, they saw me walking around and everything, which made me look like a suspect. Okay, all right. Be ye therefore wise as serpents, and I was not wise as a serpent, because if I was wise as a serpent, I would have went in there, just used the bathroom, and just walked my ass out. But I wasn't. Okay, and harmless as a dove. Okay, now what I did was, I mean, the FBI officer said it was harmless. You know, I didn't have no he said I didn't have no intentions of doing anything, but you know, moving right along. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. So this 17 talks exactly about me, and that was a cut right there. I just cut myself. Okay? Beware of men, for they will deliver you up to councils. What's the FBI? It's a council. Okay? When the FBI agents saw those brothers' names on my screen, and I clearly told them, no, I don't want to give it up. I don't want to give it up. I think I told them like 2, maybe 3 times, or maybe something like that. I didn't just give it to him willingly. You know, he said, "Oh, this don't look good for you." And I was contemplating in my mind, man. I was like, "Shit, man, this." And I was like, "Damn, look, I done fucked up, man." You know, the whole situation of me walking through that synagogue, I just kept playing it over and over again in my head. And when the FBI agent was talking to me and asking me who were these guys, you know, and that's what I did. Okay, you see what I did right here? And I want you guys to, you Akim, if I'm allowed to say Akim, Salaki if I say Akim, if I'm not allowed to, but I want you men of the Lord to see what I did and to learn from my mistake, so you won't have to learn from this mistake. Okay, it says beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils. And what did I do? I gave some of my brothers numbers to the FBI. Okay, but I did call, you know, and when the situation happened, I told them which names I gave, you know, and I just, I'm hey, you don't know how disgusted I feel, man. You know, I feel disgusted, man. I feel, like I said in the beginning of the video, I feel like the way Judas felt when he betrayed Yahweh Shai. Okay, all right. And ye shall, verse 18, ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. So yeah, brothers, moving forward, we some of us, well, I don't know if I should say us, so like if I said us, because I'm not a part of, the brotherhood anymore, but some of you brothers, including myself, maybe, will be brought up before, it says, but when they deliver you up to, hold on, wait a minute. Which one? Okay, I was on 18, Salakia. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my name's sake. Okay, so we're going to be brought up. Salakia, some of you brothers, including myself, might be brought up before governors and kings. You know, the heads of the CIA, the heads of the FBI, the heads of the police department. All right. For Yahweh Shai name's sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. Just for going out there preaching about America being destroyed by nukes and preaching the gospel. It's the press is gonna come, and look at me. I'm a prime example of that. And I give all praises to the Most High, man. I'm cutting myself right now because I've been holding how I feel in for a while, and to do a lesson on this and just to get it out feels good. It's therapeutic, Even though I'm cutting myself, let me cut myself. It's the Most High eventually that's cutting me right now. Because I prayed before I did this video. I just asked the Most High, let the Spirit be in me to do this video. To let brothers know, that I fucked up and I bitched up and I wasn't wise, and I'm bringing out scriptures to cut myself. Okay. Um, let's see here. Okay. But verse 19, but when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given in that same hour what ye shall speak. Okay, so when you brothers are, or including myself, Lord willing, I pray the Most High be with me if I am in that situation again. Um, we were brought up to the kings and governors, and they ask us questions or whatever. We just have to believe that the Most High Spirit is going to be within us. Okay, we have to believe that, include myself. You see how I did? Okay, I got so overwhelmed that the Spirit wasn't on me. I bitched up. I'll say it again. I bitched up. Okay, I bitched up. Verse 20. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. So the Most High is going Esau come and get you or whatever, eventually, if you're faith, it's written here, not eventually. It is written that the Most High will speak for you. Okay. Verse 21, and the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father, the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. Okay, so we coming in times now, man. We got to be, you brothers have to be locked in. You got to be in the spirit. And of course I'm talking to myself first and foremost, because look what I did. Look what I did. I'm not happy about it, but at the same time, I'm feeling a little bit better by talking about it, by admitting my faults, by admitting that I wasn't wise, by admitting I bitched up. Okay. We're just gonna keep going, man. I'm feeling it right now. The water y'all by Shem Shy. Let me see here. I think it was. Let me see here. I think it was 2 and 12. I'm not sure. 2 and 12. Okay. Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2, verse 12. Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways. Okay. Woe unto him that is faint hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended. Okay. Now I did feel I'm gonna cut myself again. I'm really cutting myself. Boy, I'm gonna need me some alcohol. Some band-aids. But that's okay. These wounds through the Spirit, I believe, will heal and will help me be a tougher man of the Lord, with a big Lord willing. And I say a big, big, big Lord willing. Okay. All right. Now, woe to be fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways. Woe unto him that is faint hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall not be defended. Okay, so being that I let my hypertension take over my body, the Most High didn't allow me to be defended. But before that, because I was not wise when I went into that synagogue, the Spirit probably left me then. I'm trying to figure out what to say. Okay, so this is a big lesson for me. The Most High taught me a big lesson. Okay, the Most High taught me a big lesson. All right. Let me go to let's go to 1 Corinthians. First Corinthians 14 and 40. Okay, let all things be done decently and in order. Let all things be done decently in order. It was not a decent thing for me to go in that synagogue and film. Okay, first of all, before I did that, I should have asked call the brother up and say, is it okay for me to do that? Okay, now I know it's not okay for me to do that. All right. And Tawada Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for allowing me to make that mistake. So some of you men of the Lord out there, Lord willing, all of you men of the Lord out there will not make that same mistake as I did. Okay, and it doesn't matter what situation it is. It could be the situation I was in, another situation where you just think impulsively to do something. Uh, just be wise, brothers. Okay, I mean, men of the Lord out there, you men of the Lord, please be wise. And I'm talking to myself. Okay, look at what I did. Okay, all right, and I'm really gonna have to go into these scriptures again and re-examine myself. Okay, because I was thinking, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I got this. Nope. Look what I did. Okay. I went in the synagogue and took pictures, which was not wise. Therefore, caused a bitch up when the FBI came to my aunt's house to question me. Okay, all right. Let all things be done decently and in order. And when my sister texted me and told me that the FBI guy was there, I should have called one of the brothers, but I didn't. I thought I could handle it myself. I thought I could handle it myself, but my spirit wasn't ready for that, man, and I thought I was. Okay? So let all things be done decently and in order. Okay? All right? And I'm cutting myself with that because I didn't do things decently and in order. Okay? So I'm cutting myself. Then it's basically the Most High cutting me with this scripture right here. Okay? It's the Most High cutting me. Okay, we got like 1, 2, 3 more scriptures to go, and we're gonna call it we're gonna ride out. All right. Let me see. Okay. Which book was it? I think it was. Yeah, okay. Ephesians 5:15. Okay. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Okay. Redeeming the time because days are evil. Okay. Let me go down a little bit. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Okay, was it for the will of the Lord for me to do that? It could have been to teach some of you men of the Lord out there a lesson, and I know it was to teach me a lesson, but when you go back up, it says, the verse 15, it says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools. Okay, and I wasn't circumspect. Okay, and I did walk around that synagogue like a fool, and I'm the water Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah for cutting me again. Okay, but as wise, I wasn't as wise. Okay, I was selfish, and I wasn't wise. I wasn't circumspect. Okay, let me go to 1 Peter. I'm just gonna keep going, and then okay, 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a warring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Yep. Was I vigilant when I went through that synagogue? Was I Was I in a sober spirit? No. No, I was on the foolish spirit. Okay? Now, because I was on a foolish spirit, the roaring lion came after me, seeking to devour me. Okay? And you know, when you watch those animals in Africa, you know, especially antelopes and stuff like that, they're just, walking or whatever, and the lions like blended in the background, and the antelope is just feeding or whatever. Before you know it, boom, the lion got him. You know, and that's the situation I'm in right now. The lion got me. You know, but all praises to you and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua through the Spirit. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, Akim. Well, let me go through this one more verse, and then I'm gonna give you some testimonies. This is the book of 1 Timothy 1:7. Let's see, 1 Timothy 1:7. Let me see. Was it 1 Timothy 1:7? Oh, Salakia, 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy 1:7. 1:7. Okay. For Yahweh hath not given us a spirit of fear, but power and love, and of a sound mind. Okay. All right. Now I had to fear the spirit. I mean, not spirit. The spirit of fear when the agent met me at my aunt's house. Okay. Why did I have the spirit of fear? Because I acted foolishly. I'm going to say it again. I acted foolishly when I went through that synagogue and started recording. Okay? All right? So the repercussions of that, when it came time for me to talk to the FBI agent, I feared and bitched up. Okay? I feared and bitched up. Okay, and I'll say it again. I feared and bitched up, therefore causing me to show him the video. He saw 40 of the 40 men of the Lord names in the group chat, and I bitched up, and I gave them the numbers because I bitched up. Now this is a very big lesson for me, and I'm gonna learn from this experience, man. For real. And I'm gonna tell you like this, Aki. I'm gonna talk for a few more minutes. The feds came by my crib again today, and they tried to get more information out of me. And I was like, no, you ain't getting it. I didn't tell them that. I just told them politely. I said, no, I don't feel right giving that information to brothers. I told them, if you got to take me to jail, take me to jail. Because that condemnation, that guilt I felt giving the other FBI officer the numbers, bro, it felt like that Judas spirit, man. You know? And I was feeling good for like a couple of days, because the incident happened on Saturday when I had to go talk to him. And today's Wednesday, and they came by my house this morning. I was getting ready for work. I was like, oh shit, here we go again. That condemnation just came down on me again. I felt it for the whole day, and it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling, man. It's not a good feeling, because I love those brothers, man, and I know I love you brothers in GMS, man. You know, but I bitched up, man. So let this be a lesson to you. Okay, be wise. Don't have a bitch spirit. Examine yourselves, brothers. You know, let this be a lesson to you. Go over the verses that I went over. You know, I got this. I was watching my former camp do a video, and I got these scriptures from them. You know, and they were, you know, I got cut. Pretty much, I got cut, man. But don't let yourselves be in the situation I'm in right now, because it hurts, man. And I've been asking the Most High for forgiveness all day, man. I almost got into an accident today, but the Most High kept me, man. And you know what? I still have my job. I still have my place. even with the FBI officers that came in today, they didn't come in like with FBI on their uniform, with with the bulletproof vest. They were like in normal clothes. Came into my house, sat down. They didn't they they didn't feel like I was a threat, and that's all through the mercy of the Most High, man. Even though I fucked up, even though I fucked up, um, you know, the officers came in and basically I told them politely. I said, no, I don't want to give up those numbers. I don't want to give up those numbers. And they told me, well, we want to discern the radical group from the non-radical groups. And I told them to go on the internet and on the YouTube. I told them, and I let them know, look, you got Operation God Plop and King Alpha Plan and all this stuff. And I told them what's going to happen. I told them, eventually y'all gonna put all of us on one umbrella and give us up. And then one guy said, oh, so you saying you're gonna do something criminal? I said, no, I didn't say that. I didn't say we're gonna do anything criminal. I just said y'all gonna put us all on one umbrella. And then he didn't really say anything after that. But yeah, man, I mean, it's I learned my lesson, man. And I speak as a man when I say this, okay? But I'm gonna say it in faith. All right, just like I told the FBI officer, just take me to jail. Just take me to jail. Because living with that condemnation and that guilt while you're free, it's like you're being a prisoner. I'd rather be in jail being like, okay, all right, I'm in jail, but it's all good. Whether being free and be like, oh shit, I fucked up. Because right now, that's how I feel. Okay? All right, and my salvation right now, I feel like it's kind of iffy. I feel like I know scriptures talk about forgiveness, but and I'm faithful that the Most High will forgive me, okay, and I am faithful that He will bring me out of this situation, and if I am put in a situation like this again, but not by circumstances right now by being stupid and going in synagogues and filming. But if I am questioned, if Esau does come in and take me, no, don't want to take the chip. Nope, I'm not gonna give my brothers up. And I'm speaking as a man, Akim. Okay, but I'm gonna keep praying and get prayed up, and Lord willing, go over these scriptures again, and just build my faith up and examine myself, man. I have to examine myself. Okay, and I'm doing it right now as we speak. And the water Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah for allowing me to talk about this situation, because I was like, today, Saturday was bad, but today I just felt really bad. I kept falling asleep behind the wheel. I couldn't talk to nobody because with the brothers I've been cut off. So this is one of the ways I can just express how I feel. And not to finesse any of you, because look, what I did was wrong, and it feels good saying that what I did was wrong. I bitched up, okay? I bitched up, and I wasn't circumspect. Okay, I was on a foolish spirit, a fleshful, foolish spirit. Okay, and I brought that upon myself, and it affected me. It affected the Akim, and it's affected. I mean, it's like I'm saying Akim. It affected the men who are preaching this truth, okay, including my former camp. All right, so I blame myself at the end of the day. I'm blaming myself right now. I'm just gonna pour alcohol all on my cuts because I was in a foolish spirit. I was in a foolish spirit, okay, and I shouldn't have done that. And you men of the Lord out there, try to control your emotions, and I'm speaking from experience. Try to control how you feel and how it comes out, and try to control what you do through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? All right? And, but yeah, Aki, men of the Lord, I feel 70%, probably 80% better now that I made this video, because I just had to talk about this and get it out. And again, I invite you to cut me even more, man. I invite you to cut the hell out of me. Okay, please do. Please do. Just cut me. And I'm cutting myself. Um, and I invite you to cut me because what I did was foolish, you know. And when that thing when one of the brothers had to call the head, well, he didn't call the head. He the order regional, then the regional calls the head. And then I heard the elder, talk about me, what I did. That just hurt me even more. I'm like, damn, what the hell did I do? That Judas guilt spirit, man. You know, and I'm praying, I'm asking the Lord for forgiveness, and I give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah for uh, you know, for allowing this to be a learning experience for me. Okay, so again, Akim, I want to send out an apology for what I did. Okay, and how can I say it? So, Lakia for what I did, and if I may ask, I do ask for your prayers. If you don't want to pray for me, that's fine. And I have, no. If you don't want to pray for me, that's fine. That's if you want to vent on my comment board and tell me how you feel, hey, by all means do it, bro. Hey, by all means do it. All right. And if you got to cut me with scripture, cut me with scripture. Okay, because that's a learning thing. And Lord willing, the scriptures that you do cut me with, I will look them up and add it to my add them in my arsenal as well. You know. So Salakia for what I did, it was not wise. Salakia for the for going in that synagogue and filming. Salakia for that. Salakia for bitching up and not seeking counsel when I got the text from my sister when my sister told me that the FBI was at my sister's house. Salakia for a lot for me bitching up because I did bitch up. Okay, I did. I'm admitting it. Okay, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Nah. Okay, a real man confesses what he did. A real man confesses what he did. I ain't gonna be like, well, I didn't mean to do that. Nah, man, come on. That's being in the bitch spirit again. I'm not in that spirit, man. I'm a man. I'm keeping it real. I'm a man. I made a mistake. Okay. So that was my fault for doing that, Akim. And through the spirit, I was gonna make an apology video tomorrow, but when I started doing these scriptures, the spirit just got on me to apologize right now. I just wanted to make this video to basically cut myself, and then I was gonna make another video tomorrow, just apologizing to the Akim, Salakia, to the men of the Lord for what I did. Okay, and I pray that some of you brothers, if through the spirit, Lord willing, if you do, please pray for me that I continue to grow stronger. Okay, I don't want to go through this again, man. I don't want to go through this. It was like getting shot. It was like getting shot, man. It was like that feeling when your first breakup. It was worse than that, man. Worse than that. Worse than that, man. My support system got called. That hurts, man. It hurts. It hurts. But being that I was able to confess my sins and get this off my chest feels a lot better now. But if I invite you to vent on the comments and let me know how you feel. Okay? And I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again. I bitched up. I wasn't wise and I wasn't circumspect. Okay? And I was in the flesh when I did that. Okay, and I was foolish. Okay, so anything else you want to throw in there, men of the Lord, do it. And it's I'm gonna brace myself because I know some of you brothers have a lot on your mind, and you probably want to tell me, and you know, hey, it is what it is, man. But Thawadi Yahaba Shem Shah for online and made this video. And hey, brothers, just let my situation be a lesson to you. All right. Till next time, Shalom.